and say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. Hold it down, I know my mind is headed to dust. Now that you got me started, I just can't say no more. 'Cause I love you, baby, I can't let you go, baby. I gotta pull you out home. I've been looking for love so true. I was down on paying you, though you might be a liar, and it's you too. I just
Well folks, got a few things to do today. First thing, I've got to change this back wheel on this Mondeo because I've had the puncture repaired and the wheel straightened out, and the punctured wheel is on the Mondeo still. So let's get that up in the air and let's get this wheel changed. Right. Right folks, that's that wheel changed. Now we haven't got a mice problem in the car anymore. This has been like a good few weeks now, 2 to 3 weeks, and obviously we caught 2 mice in here and we've evicted them. So what I can do now is to I like them LED bulbs in there. Them LED bulbs flicker, look. I don't know if you can see that folks on the camera or not. They tend to flicker, but not too keen on that. I will probably change them back to normal bulbs actually. So all I've got to do now is just put this partial shelf back in. Now we've got rid of the mice, which means just connecting up there a little cable there, like that. There is a rod up there for the damper, which you clip back in, which I've just done now. Couple of clips, one in there, one in there, and we're back to normal. And we always get a plane go over when we're working outside on the cars, or anything outside, to be honest with you. Oh, I don't know where that's from. That car needs a good valet inside now. It's a bit dirty at the moment, but that's for another day. now we've finished with the punches, hopefully, I can put me tyre inflator away. Shut that down now. Right folks, we've got another issue now we've got to sort out on this Mondeo ST220. Let's open the doors up and I'll show you. If we come over here, and on the passenger side door is a spider there, look. Come out of the way, mate. Don't want to hang you over there for a minute. If we pull down on the window, look, see that? The glass seems to have separated from the runner inside the door. So, what I've got to do is to take off this inner door card and try and find out what the problem is, because the remote, you can hear the motor still going in the door up and down, but this seems to come out of the runner. So let's set you up on the camera and let's try and get this panel off. I've not had these off before, so I'm not too sure how to do it, folks. So let's give it a go, shall we? Right, well, I think there must be some sort of screw behind here. So let's try and lever that off. There we go. There's a clip there, as you can see. That takes the insert out. There we go. And looking in there, as you can see, we've got 2 Phillips screws. I think I've had these panels off before, or maybe the driver's side door. I can't remember when we changed the mirrors over and run the cables in. I'm not sure. Right, there we go. 2 of them. We've got this cover here, which there is a little blank on there, and I might have to just prise that off. It looks like it's been off before, and I think I had to take this off when I changed. Did I change a wing mirror over a mirror on the previous video? I think I did, because it wasn't moving in and out, and I think I changed one. So that's going to have to come out, that little plug. So these little caps are quite difficult to get out if you try and put a screwdriver in. You can damage them. But as you can see, I've got using a little blade there, and that just pulls it out. I've just dropped it, and I found it. I found it, folks. There we go. So yeah, they can get damaged when you take them out, so just be careful. And it looks like a Phillips screw in there. So let's withdraw that. Alright, I don't want to drop that screw there. So this should pull out now. Hopefully. Try and keep your finger over there. Yeah, there we go. So, there is a clip on there, as you can see, folks, look, at the top, that sits in there. So, just be aware that you pulled it out, and there's that screw there at the bottom. There's just the one holding it in. Right, okay, so we have got some screws. There's 2 Phillips screws there. There's also a couple down the side as well. So I'm going to undo them, folks, and I'll come back to you. Right, so there was actually 2 screws down that side, folks. 2 screws down that side and 2 underneath as well, about in that location. So you have to get all them 6 screws out. So hopefully I should be able to pull this away now. As you can see, it's loose there now, so I'm not sure whether or not this thing has to come out as well. So we'll find out in a second. Right, okay, so if we pull that out, is that fixed? There's another one in there, folks. Can you see it? There's a little one of them caps in there. There you go. They do come out quite easy, folks, but just be careful you don't drop them. That one's got a little flat on it, as you can probably see there, look. So that can only go in one way, I would have thought. And underneath it is a Torx bit. Now I'm hoping it's a T25, because that's the only one I've got here. Which it is. How about that? So if I just undo that, make sure we don't drop it again. There we go, put that up there. So hopefully that should come off now. Yes. Got to just jiggle it over the handle there. As you can see, this has been off before. If I get you there, that clip's got to come off. Oh, there we go, that's nice and simple. You just push that little tug in there. Right, so let's put that to one side and see if we can find what the problem is with regard to this window. So this is going to have to come off. Horrible stuff, this, look. Oh, okay. I can can see the glass. Well, it's in the rail still. So I'm not too sure what's happening here, folks. So bear with me. I'm going to find out what the problem is. It might be the cable, the windy cable that could be broken. I thought the glass would come out of this runner here, but that appears to still be in there, as you can see there, look. Yeah? So leave it with me for a minute and I'll get back to you. Right, folks, I've had to jump start the car because the battery was flat, but I can see the cable here is a little bit slack. You can't see that, but there's a problem with the cable, I think. So I'm going to have to do more bit of investigation. So I've undone these speaker bolts there that hold these on, and I'm just unclipping this clip here. There we go, just pulling them out of there. And what else have we got on there? This is the, trying to find a speaker cable now. Where's that connected? Just to undo the speaker there, push in and pull off. That's all the speakers connected in, so hopefully I should be able to lift this completely out of the way now. There we go, just to let you see what that is. That looks like the original Ford speakers in there. Look, the Ford Motor Company. 20 watt 4 ohms. I don't know if you can see or not, but we've got a very baggy cable there, look, which seems to be the problem for the mechanism, which I would presume that I've got to take the whole blinking lot out. Look, that's the cable for it. I think I'm going to try and clear this plastic, get this out of the way. At least we'll be able to see what access we've got there, and hopefully take it from there. Just unplug that one off of there like that. They just pop out. There we go. You need one of these really, folks. Look, I'm lucky enough to have that trim and panel tool kit up there, so this come with it. So just give us a minute, folks. I'll cut all this out of the way, get all this out of the way, and then we'll have a look and see what we've got to do next. Right, so I've got that cover off now, but as you can see down at the bottom, it's revealed the actual motor, but this is not looking right. I'm not too sure exactly what's happened here. Whether this has popped out of there or what, I'm not sure. So I'm not too sure what to expect here with that cable there. Exactly how that goes. Can it be threaded back in? I'm not sure. Or is it something that's actually broken? I don't know if you can see much of what I'm doing here, folks. Right, that's that cable out of the way. So, I've got a feeling I'm going to have to take the whole lot out, folks. That cable there, look, that's what I'm dealing with. But whether this motor's supposed to wind in and the motor's seized up, I'm not too sure. So, leave it with me for a minute and I'll try and do a bit more investigation and come back to you. Right, well, I just started the car up, and if I operate the window mechanism now, you can see the motor's running, but there's something wrong with the cables. So I don't think I've got any other option than to take this mechanism out. I think I've got to undo that there, one there, one there. There's also one down there, and also separate the glass via there, and maybe another bolt there so I can slide the glass out, just so that I can get all that mechanism out, because that definitely ain't right there. Something's not right with that. So I'll have to do that, folks, and I'll come back to you when I've got that all out, and then we'll re-evaluate the situation. Right, so I've not taken them out, I've undone these bolts here. There's one, just to show you what they're like, they're there, and they've got these big holes at the top of them, so you just undo them, and hopefully they slide up. So there's one there, there's one there, there's one at the bottom there, there's one there, and there's one there, and all I've done is lift them up, and I've also had to undo these two 10mm that hold the glass in. So the glass is separate now and just floating in the back of the door there, as you can see. There's one there and there's one over there which I've taken off. So I'm hoping now that all this mechanism will somehow be manhandled out without me having to take the glass out. I'm not sure, so we'll play this by ear, folks. That out. I've just found something in the bottom there, look. That looks like something off the cable, doesn't it? Looks like something's broken off. So I'm in the tightest of spaces here, folks, because I can't move my car at the moment. So that all comes out now. There we go, look, there we go. Everything comes out there in one go, look at that, look. So that's where my problem is, and you can see down there the cable snap, look. The one that comes out at the bottom there, that's where it's actually snapped. So, that's what I need, I think, one of these. I didn't have to take out the glass is still in there. I will have to take that up in place, but so everything comes through this way by the looks of it, and it just easily slides back in that way. And as I say, you haven't got to take them screws right out because they just lift up there and push backwards. So that's how I've got all that lot out. Right, that's it, folks. That's the whole mechanism out. That's as it sits in the car door facing you, sort of thing. So that was the top bit we could see, which we couldn't quite figure out. But when we got it all out, as you can see, the bottom cable is actually snapped off there. And that should go up there and into that part of the motor, so it winds it up and down. So the cable's actually snapped. So whether or not I can buy a new cable, the motor I think still working okay, or whether it's just cheaper to buy the whole lot in one go. Right, folks, it's the next day now, and it just so happens I've had a stroke of luck because Gary said that he thought he might have a window winding mechanism, but he didn't know which side it was for, in some job lot of parts which he bought once for a Mondeo Mk3. So let's have a look. So as you can see, this is my broken one where it's broken, and this whole setup, you can get them for about £30 on eBay, or without the motor that is, and then you can get them probably for about £55 to £60 with the motor. But that's what we got there, and this is the one that Gary had, which I've just found in the polytunnel, and it's the exact same side that we want. So happy days. It looks like I'm going to get away with it. Hopefully this motor is going to work. For the amount of time it's going to take to fit, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. All I'm going to have to salvage off of this old one there are these fixing screws there, as you can see. So I'll just undo them screws, put them in there, and then we can get this back in. Right, folks, hope you can see this. I've got the camera as best as I can for the moment. So let's try and do the reversal and feed this in. The glass I've taped up in the air, as you can probably see there. So let's try and get this back in here. Hope it ain't going to be too much of a problem. There we go. It should just slide in easily, I thought. Bear with me. There we go. Under that cable. Right, okay, that's where we are. So I've put the screws back in. Now, hopefully, you should be able to see that that's the hanger there for that one. And one thing I've got to do, whoever took this off before has left the window winder in the top position, so I'll probably have to put the ignition on, plug the cable back in, and without putting it in, I should be able to see if that works or not, you see. So if I just plug that back in, there we go, that's clicked on now. So, I don't know if you can see through there, folks, I've had to put the jump back on the car, the battery was flat. So, key in the ignition. Is it on? Yep, let's just wind that window down. Yep, look, come down. Perfect, so that works fine. They've just dropped down there. I'm going to leave them there for the moment and get the brackets all put back in. So these are T30s, by the way, folks. I'm just going to try and put them in there where they belong, in them holes. That's it, that's in, that's in. There we go, that's it. Get all three of these in together. That's it, they're in. And these two separately. One there. That's it. So just pull them down into line. The one at the bottom, I've taken that rubbish screw that was in that bottom one, folks, and put it at the top there for ease of access. There was a rusty one there. There's two. So as you can see, it went in nice and easy. Not a tricky job once you've done it once. I've done door mechanisms before and they've been a right pain, but this is a delight, to be honest with you. Right, okay, so that's that. So that's them in, and all I've got to do now is literally just untape this glass and just drop the glass down into this slot and that slot. And lucky enough, the glass has got a mark at the bottom of it, so I know exactly where it should sit in the slot. Fine, got to be careful here, the glass will drop down. I've only got one pair of hands. There we go. Right, that's it. So let's go back inside. Right, so there's our glass. Now I want that just to drop into the slots. I'm going to line it up with them original marks there, as you can see. So hopefully, as it has done, it's all gone in nicely. So I'm just going to get that 10mm socket, and again, just nip these up. You ain't got to go too mad with these, I don't think. I don't want to ping the glass, do I? Just pinch the glass, basically. Don't want to go too mad with that. Right, let's see if it'll go up and stop fully down. Yes, no adjustment needed at all there, folks. Oh, well pleased, happy days. I'm just going to put all these other bits back, folks. I don't think you really need to see that. I might put you on a bit of time lapse for that, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay folks, I've just put the jump pack on the car so we can give it a start. I need to charge the battery up fully, but let's get in it. Give it a go. Oh, let's get in. Here we go. Right. There we go. Jump pack's worked. So I've got the window in the down position at the moment, not fully down. I can operate it from here as well, so let's go up. There we go, fully up, fully down, and it stops where it's supposed to stop as well. Happy days. I think I'll let that tick over for a bit just to give it a bit of charge. Got a few other jobs coming up on the Mondeo, the ST220. I've got to change the oil in it and change the oil filter. I also want to get a new pollen filter in it as well because of the mice that we had in the car. You don't know where they got in from, so I think it's prudent to change that as well. And yeah. Not really much needs doing to it. As I say, it's not a daily driver sort of thing. It's more of an investment, this car. I do believe they're going to go up in value. So anyway, hope you've got something from this video. And if you do like my videos, do check out that playlist there where you can find other related Mondeo Mk3 videos. And I've also got an ST220 playlist as well, if you might be interested in that. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.